This day marks the end of my daughter Tamara's 6-year lock journey. It is bittersweet for me, but a new adventure for her. The uninstallation process starts with spraying the locks for 3 days straight with the Nature's Fusion detangler to help soften and start the detangling process before the day of uninstalling the locks. Come with me as I and Tamara share with you her experience and my why as a mother for taking on a drastic decision to lock my daughter's hair. So this is day 1 of the 3 days we need to spray Tamara's locks before the uninstallation process begins. When Tamara was 7 years old, we had a scalp sensitivity issue, and so every time we took her to the salon, she had a bad experience with her scalp. It was very painful, and then at that time I didn't want to cut her hair, and so we went the lock journey. So we did micro locks, and that was 6 years ago now, and I think that's what catapulted us, me as a mom, making a decision. I didn't want to cut her hair, and the best decision I would make would go micro locks, so that then we would not be blow drying her hair more often. So I needed the scalp to heal and rest. The lock journey is a commitment journey. It's only the beginning that you invest, but as the years go by, the retires. Because she's a child, you couldn't do reties all the time because she's a child and she was in boarding school. So I would wait in holidays, and that's the only time we would do her reties. So along the journey, it becomes so cost effective, and also time. It saves a lot of time. You don't spend so much time being in hair care, the processes of hair care. Okay, so tell me, now that we've come to the end of this journey, it's I think about 2 days now.
Yes.
So what's your feeling right now? Do you regret? Do you have like any sense of regret, or how do you feel now anyway?
Right now I'm not regretting.
Okay.
Because I want to see how my natural hair can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can see you've already styled it. So I see the excitement has come on. But then, how long did you process trying to tell me that you wanted to end this journey?
I think I first gave it some time to think.
Okay.
But then I made up my decision. That was like 4 days. So I think I must have told you on a Thursday or a Friday.
Day 1 for child, yes, it was a bit hectic. I remember she was very exhausted. I think day 1 took us about 12 hours. Being a child, you have to be patient. When they're tired, you give them time, then you get back in. They don't understand exactly what you're doing, you know, because it's a decision that you made and they did not make. Yes, so it was hectic, but we had to go through it. I think for me it was a journey of love. Why? Because my child was going through difficulty, and I did not want to insist. And also still her hair was very long, okay? It was long enough, you know, to do a pub, because 7 years I had never cut off her hair. But it was a journey of love, and not to lose something that we had grown for a long time. So it was not so much a journey of save, it was a journey of love, because I was just trying to get into my child's challenge. She didn't cut off her hair. She just wanted the other experience of the scalp to stop. But it's not that also she wanted to cut off her hair. What were the pluses? Which things did you feel you experienced in this journey?
It was nice that I was allowed to wash my hair.
Okay.
Anytime, any day.
Okay.
And I was free with them.
Okay.
I was relaxed.
Okay.
And you could do like almost any style that you could do with with any other natural hair. And my scalp was
not hurting anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also relaxed.
And so you did not blow dry for 6 years.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big plus for you. Because I remember every time I went to the salon, the scalp, we had scalp issues.
Yeah, I had a sensitive
and then,
scalp.
I think as a black woman, it gave us versatility that, you know, we could also always change our mindset to something new. We could embark on certain journeys. And I kept seeing how long also her looks, you know, grew. And I think I was very committed to that journey. I was committed to her ties. I was committed to seeing, you know, her evolve with the looks. And it was also encouraging me to encourage other mothers that actually, instead of this child going through this hell, kindly save them this hell and maybe do the locks. So it was a journey that I was so attached to. I had a relationship with the journey. Being that I've experienced it, being that I have watched children cry, and sometimes we don't listen to the children. Sometimes we can just play it off that, the child is just naughty, but no. In most cases, sometimes there's a language, there's something they're communicating, but only that we are not listening. But when you pause and listen, in most cases you find that the child has scalp sensitivities or a scalp issue, because if you keep a child there like 7 years, that's bound to happen. And so for me, I would literally encourage every mother that I find whose child is having a hard time to try the look journey. I think kids are more salon ready 6 years above.
6 years above?
Yes.
Not below 6 years?
Below 6 years, in most cases, honestly, the child's mind is not even ready to contemplate what you're doing. Remember, also, even if it's at 7 years or 6 years, they're also still not ready for it psychologically, but you just know that we can sit through and manage. You could do it 2 days, you could do it over 3 days, you could just be patiently doing it. Like tooth by tooth, because we divide. We have a grid. So as a child, as a mother, if a child that's not so patient, you could go grid by grid. Do 3 grids, 3 grids, 3 grids a day, all 2 days. Only that why we're talking about the micro-lock journey, because it erases blow dries. It erases constant washes and constant heat and constant manipulation of the scalp. So, and that is why when you give this child the lock journey, you hibernate. So then you're growing the hair in another format, but also it saves you a lot of time. And now that I have experienced it from my child managing her micro-lock journey, if I got to any journey of evolving, any evolving of my natural hair journey, oh, definitely I'm going the sister lock or micro lock way. Oh my God. You know, when you have a relationship with something and letting go is not easy. And I think for about 2 terms, we really had to sit and have so many conversations. So many conversations. But also I have learned that along the way also she must find herself, because this is her journey. And for me, divorcing from that aspect that I have invested time, resources, passion, and all those things. And we are here 6 years, and literally our locks are this long, and my child is saying, I am done. It was not easy, but also I had to respect that also she has a journey of her own. And that's when I knew that it's okay. I had to kind of manage my own expectations, and then, yeah, I had to let go. But I think it's me that bought really time. I thought you'd change your mind.
Yeah.
How come you could not change your mind?
I think because I learned that when you make a decision, you have to stay with it.
Okay, so you're done.
Yeah, I was done with
You
it.
felt like the time was over.
Yeah, for the time had come.
Personally, because you see, when you do this journey, you'd prefer that the locks are the braids. But because she was a child, and I remember it was not her decision, she preferred sometimes braids. And going to school, in most cases, we did braids over the locks. And then in holidays, we could unravel them. Of course, I tried to really convince her, can we go to school this time without the locks? And also there was a bit of stigma, I noticed, because in the environment she was in, the people were not locked. And so I believe her insisting all the time that she does the braids was a bit to fit in, because I noticed that also at a point the school psychology is not ready to accept a lock journey. And then did you feel like at school, like with your friends, you having locks, was it comfortable? Was it something you're proud to have? Because you always insisted that when you were going to school, you needed the braids. Why? Maybe I just needed to know that.
I wanted the braids.
Okay.
Because I felt more attached to braids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you liked the braids.
Yeah.
Okay, so there wasn't any stigma around it.
Not really.
You're confident also in your locks, but also you liked the braids.
Yeah,
more.
because when I went to school, people
Okay.
would see my locks that they were so long.
Okay.
Longer than any other person's hair. So
Okay.
like it wasn't really a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they would be excited that you had long hair.
Yeah, because okay, for them they would see it. So locks make your hair become longer.
Yes.
And your hair grows faster.
Yes.
So I noticed after a week,
yes,
my hair would go 2 times faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you love the fact that your hair was long.
Yeah.
And like people would get excited to ask, is this really yours or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the journey that I'll miss. I'll miss your long locks. There are sizes that are better, but if they're extremely micro, maybe not. Maybe not, but at least the micro could be the starting point of the bigger micro. And I think somehow in the background we shall see Tamara's micro size. However, even if she had that micro size, expectation was, of course, she anticipated I should have her hair as long, and that's the expectation of so many people. I have locked my hair and my hair is this long, but it's an illusion. You notice that it's an illusion when you want to get back to your old self. It means that you must lose over 70 to 80% of the length, because in most cases, as the locking journey went on, there are parts that became so thin, there are parts that became fat. There are parts that became thin, there are parts that became fat. So you find that when they're unlocking, every part that became thin along the journey must just break off. So instead of wasting a lot of time, what we did, we had to give a puff, and we had to really trim off a certain height, most especially that which we knew would be just wasting time trying to unravel it, when at a point it's just going to break off. So in most cases, anticipate a 70 to 80% loss of your hair. The lock journey is an illusion. It's only reality when your hair is in locks. Once it is out of the locks, you're taking it out of the locks, you're taking it through another stressful journey. So we have to lose. I think it's a see you later. Maybe it's a goodbye for Tamara. I don't know, maybe later in her life, if she will make this decision. But it's maybe a goodbye for Tamara. But it's a see you later for me, definitely. Anyway, we've come to the end of this journey. Do you think you'll do it again?
Yeah, in the future.
I think Tamara's dad really loved her looks because they were small. I noticed men love small braids. So for him, it was a good journey. And of course, it took away the fact, seeing your daughter crying in the salon, fathers are not comfortable with seeing their kids seemingly suffer in the salon. So I think it was also a worthwhile journey for him. He just kept enjoying it and watching it. I think I'm taking on that journey at a point in my life.
You can't wait to show us.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to really have the length. I can't wait to play with color. I just can't wait to change an aspect of me at a certain point. Okay. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to experience a look journey, that I can also choose that journey at a point in my life.
Thanks for the adventure.
Okay,
I really enjoyed it.
All right.
To more adventures with you, Mommy.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you.